sourcing your inventory. When you're wanting to start a pop culture business, inventory is key. You can't have the business without the inventory. First episode, we talked about finding your niche, figuring out what is it exactly you're going to sell. Is it comics? Is it sports cards? Is it video games? Is it toys? Is it records? Or is it all of it? This episode, talking about how to source those products. There's different ways to do it. If you're a collector, you kind of already know some of those ways of finding the things. But it depends on what you're looking for. But finding your inventory, sourcing out your inventory, you're going to want to find things that are within reason and price to where you can flip them for a profit to where you can make money to continue. Because that's the point, right? And you can go on Facebook Marketplace. You can go on Instagram, depending on the niche. You can even go on eBay. You can buy them in bulk. And depending on what you're buying, especially if it's like action figures, you could get bulk figures for pretty cheap and then package them, resell them, and make a little bit of extra money. You buy 20 or 30 of those, you'll be killing it. Build it up. And if you're a collector and you might have some stuff you want to throw into your inventory to sell, that's great. But you don't want to sell all your collection unless you're just tired of looking at it, or if the wife's like, you're done, get rid of it. All right, I'll just build my own store and keep it in the store. However it is. We'll talk about that in the next episode of where you would like to set up and how to set up that business. This episode, sourcing your product. You want to be able to have good product. And going online, like Facebook Marketplace, people are trying to sell stuff. That's great. You can advertise on Facebook Marketplace. Hey, I'm looking for your unused stuff that you don't want anymore, or like I'm looking for things that I want to buy. I'm looking for product. These things is what I'm looking for. People will snag if they're really wanting to make some money. They'll reach out to you. So Facebook Marketplace is great. eBay is great. Mercury. Those places are great to get inventory. And you don't have to worry about talking to people locally if that's not your thing. Which if you're going to open up a store, you're going to want to have that interaction with people. You're going to want to be able to connect with people. And being able to find inventory is key, especially starting off new. You can't set up for distribution unless you got tons of money and you already got sales in another business. But then eventually you can work your way up to being a vendor where you can buy like your Funko Pops direct, or your Pokemon cards, or your sports cards. You can buy all those direct. But until then, you're going to have to source yourself. Go on eBay, Mercury, any other places that are selling stuff. You can either go to big box stores, because especially when Funko Pops start releasing, that's a great example. You can buy them right then and there, the ones you think are going to sell good, and then sit on them for a while in your store. You can price them a couple dollars more than you paid for them, or you can price them for what you want to sell them for, because it's your store. Or you can even look on the Funko app and see what it's trending at and then go from there. So lots of things you can do. Being able to source your inventory is the most important thing. There are lots of steps. They're all important. But the most important in my book is having the inventory, because if you don't have inventory, you don't make the sales. And you can't make your goals thrive if you don't have those sales. You getting good content today? Comment below your favorite thing you learned today. Like, subscribe, make the world go round. Peace.